Welcome back to Story Time with Granny V. Today's story is The Seed. There was a mother who loved her plants, and she had some beautiful plants. And her son came over and he saw her working with her plants in the yard, and he said, "Mom, you always with the plants. You always doing that. And then sometime when I see you with the plants, there's tears in your eyes. Is everything okay? Do you need to talk to me about something?" Baby, the way you see the plants, I see them in a whole different view. When I look at the plant, first of all, it didn't just look like this overnight. It started out with a tiny seed. The seeds were this little. And when you plant these seeds, you nurture that plant. Sometimes you have to put it in dirt, and sometimes things get a little dirty, things get a little messy in life. But you have to nourish it. You can't give up on it. You got to keep on nourishing it and pouring into it and giving it what it needs so it can produce. And as that plant began to produce, sometimes things in life will try to choke it up. Things will cause it not to grow, not to produce. So you have to take your scissors and cut the dead leaves off. And when you cut the dead leaves off, it begins to blossom and grow again. And then when you watch it day by day, month by month, you can see the fruit of your labor. Okay, Mom, so the plant story. So what are you saying? Baby, when you see a tear in my eye when I'm looking at a plant, it's like my kids. I can see kids. Kids, yeah, I see you all. Because when you started out, you didn't start out like you are now. You were like a seed. You were a seed, not like a seed, you were a seed. And you produced into what you are now. But it took time, just like this plant. That's why I can look at this plant and I can see the beauty of a process. It don't come overnight. There's times that when you put that seed, as it grows, it gets a little messy. It gets a little dirty. It gets times where you trying to figure out, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And there's times you got to cut some things loose, to cut some things away so that that seed can produce what God has called it to produce. So that is why when you see me looking at plants, I see my kids and I just say, to God be the glory for how you guys have blossomed out. How you're walking in the season that God has called you to walk in. That's a beautiful thing. So your life is like a flower. Your life is like a plant that grows and blossoms into what God calls it to blossom in. Now, so that story was kind of close to Mother's Day, a love that a mother has for her kids. Sometimes things get a little bit messy, but you have to remember, God don't make mess. He don't make junk. God said when he created us in his image, in his likeness. And when he formed them in our wombs, he said, I have a plan and a purpose. And that plan and that purpose will be fulfilled. So every time you see a flower, just remember, your child is in bloom. He's in season. And just because he's not where we want him to be right now, just keep nourishing that plant. Just keep putting the word in it and watch that flower. Watch that son, that daughter produce what God has for them. Till next time, Granny V loves you.